this deck? I can't remember. I used two different synchro decks. I'll just show you guys both. I think this was the deck I was dueling with. It's this deck. So I'm just gonna go over like what I have in the deck. So I have Frame Driver, I have Jet Synchron. This is the 50 card version of Gimbanar, Converting Will's Dragon, 2 Droplet Warriors, 3 Maxis, Synchron Carrier, Gamma, junk converter, like 3 junk converters. Like if I get pissed off on rank and like I'm getting hand trapped to hell, I'll use this deck. 2 assault synchrons, 3 junk synchrons, 2 ash blossoms, 2 revolutionary synchrons. I'm so glad they made a synchro pack that had this card, because you had to go in the power tool pack to get this shit, and it's like I'm not generating a power tool card just so I can get the fucking pack, just so I can go into the pack, right? 2 Stardust synchrons, quick draw synchron, wheel synchron, 1 Nibiru, foolish burial, 1 reinforcement army, 3 tunings, 3 small worlds, 2 duelist genesis. So why is duelist genesis in my deck? Because for the longest time I've always used synchro chase, right? When synchro chase is activated, not only can you special summon a synchro monster you just used and send to the graveyard and bring them back to extend, but this card makes it so your opponent cannot activate cards or effects and respond to the effect activation of synchro monsters with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust in original names. So the issue was I used to run 3 of these in like a 40 card deck, 45, and never saw it. When I do see it, I brick, I can't play. So I'm like, there has to be a card to search this, and then Genesis pretty much searches any card that says Synchron in it, or Synchro in it. So Genesis searches it, so I put 2. You're probably wondering, why don't you put 3? Well, I was kind of bricking when I put 3, so I put 2. It's working with the consistency, and it's turned out pretty good. This can search a variety of spells. Like it can search Rumble, anything that says Synchron, Overtake. So if you have a junk Synchron monster and you want to search your starter junk Synchron, you can search it with Genesis. You can get Synchro Dilemma, Synchro Zone. I can understand why they limited this to 1, because this is actually very toxic, and they did that the first year of Master Duel. I run this card in the deck, so if I control 6 synchro monsters and you summon 2 cards and activate this, I can return those cards to your hand. So you know, it's a really broken trap that I can search with Synchro Genesis, right? There's a lot of cards. Tribute a Synchro monster, take no damage. I can target a face-up monster you control, use that as synchro material. So as you get it, there's a variety of things you can search. If a synchro monster is on the field, draw 1 card. Then if 3 or more synchro monsters are on the field, you can draw 1 more card. So you can draw +2 with this, and you can search it with Synchro Genesis. So it's a pretty it's a pretty unique card. So let's continue. So 1 Synchro Rumble, 1 Black Garden, 1 Synchro World, 1 Synchro Chase, 1 Arriving Light, 1 On Your Mark, Get Set, Duel. Hold on, let's look at that. Oh, that's sick. Is that when he faced Jack? That's cool. 2 Call by the 1 Crossout Designator, 1 Scrap Iron Scared Statue, 1 Synchro Force Back, 1 Synchro Zone. So the extra deck is pretty much the same in the other deck. So I got 1 Assault, Blackwing, say Rider, Hider, 1 Celestial, Double Star Shanium, 1 Assault, Blackwing, 1 Jet Speeder, Junk Speeder, Garden Rose Maiden, Stardust Charge Warrior, Stardust Dragon, Rainbow, Stardust Dragon, 1 Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon, Cell Synchro Stardust Dragon, Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, cheesemo, Shooting Quasar Dragon, Cosmic Blazar Dragon, Red Supernova, Cosmic Quasar Dragon, and wait, these are both called the same thing. Cosmic Blazar Dragon, Cosmic Quasar Dragon. Okay. So that's the 50 card version. This is like, I think, the 45 card version, the one that I'm actually gonna use. Like I said, if people piss me off, I'll use that one. But pretty much with this one, I was able to condense the amount of cards I had in the 50 card version in this. So same, pretty much the same thing. Junk Synchron, Omni Dragon, you know, Combering Wills, Fewer Synchron, Dopplet Warrior, 3 Ash, 1 Synchro Carrier, 1 Gamma, 3 Converters, 2 Assault Synchrons, 3 Junk Synchrons, 3 Ash, 2 Revolution Synchrons, 2 Stardust Synchrons. You want to have 2 of everything when you're Synchro summoning, because if you have 1 and you draw it, then you're cooked. Except if it's these 2, who gives a fuck about these? 1 Quick Draw Synchron, 1 Wheel Synchron, 3 Tuning, 1 Duelist Genesis. You could put 2 if you want, but the consistency is better with 1. 1 Synchro Rumble, 1 Black Garden, 1 Synchro World, Synchro Chase, Arrive in Light, On Your Mark, Set, Go, 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Crossout Designator, Scrap Iron Scared Statue, Synchro Force Back, Synchro Zone. Then the extra deck is pretty much the same as before. This. Let's get to the Shark deck. So when it came to the Shark deck, it really took it. There's only really like 3 URs in the deck. Well, 4 URs. But if you take out like Draco Future and shit, and like you just had like the Nash cards, the 2 Nash UR cards and shit like that, this deck plus the Silent Honor 101 and 107 and the rank up for 101 and shit like that, it's a lot of URs. It's like at least 1500 URs to like finish the deck. But I would say this is like a low budget Shark deck. The consistency is great. I was doing a lot of boards and trying to figure out what worked. At first I was using Rivalry, but then I realized it kind of fucks me over because there's some cards, like for instance, there's Fish and Aqua, right, with Shark's deck. And if I just have my Aqua shit on the field, which is like this, if I activate Rivalry, I gotta get rid of my Fish cards, right? So Rivalry doesn't really work with the deck that well. This deck has 3 Ash, 3 Max, 3 Silent Angler, 2 Spirit, 1 Lantern Shark, 2 Buzzsaw Sharks, 3 Lifeless Leaf Fish, 2 ZS Arm Sage, 2 Photon Jumpers, 1 Fish Borg Harpooner, 1 Tornado Bringer, 1 Edge Claw, 1 Pegasus for Leo, right? Because I was thinking to myself, like, fuck, I can build the board, but the problem is like, even if I had the full Fish deck, the full Fish deck has 2 effects where they can steal 2 of your cards, and then you can't activate effects in the graveyard. And then with a Floodgate, depending on what it is, you know, and then when you summon a card, it gets destroyed. So you pretty much can't beat the full board Fish board, really, without like Dark Ruler or some shit, or Droplet. But I just don't have the resources to build that shit, so I had to do this version. So this is Abyss Shark, this is Crystal Shark, 1 of each. This is Super Ancient Deep Sea King Colankius, or whatever the fuck it is. 2 Number Last Hope. Why do we have Number Last Hope in our deck? It's so that we can go into Giant Hand. We have a lot of number monsters in this deck. You can go into Duraggeries, you can go into Self-Kraken. The combos are pretty clean enough for you guys to get the idea. 1 Armor Xyz, 1 Galaxy Zero, 2 Overlay Networks, 1 Galaxy 100, 1 Hand Destruction, 1 Double or Nothing Crossout Designator, 2 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Warning Point. So when your opponent summons a monster this turn, the face of monster cannot attack, its effects are negated. Also, it cannot be used as material for fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link summon. So this kind of pretty much permanently stops my opponent's plays. I tried to put it at a 3, but it was bricking my deck a lot. So yeah, 1 full armor Xyz, 1 Xyz Wrath. So if he activates a monster effect that's level 5 or higher, you get to discard a card, negate, and destroy that card. 1 Soul Drain. So in case I can't get Abyss Dweller out, Soul Drain pretty much, you can't activate monster effects that are banished or in the graveyard. Abyss Dweller just stops any effect. in the graveyard. But this only stops really monsters, which is still pretty much the same thing. But Abyss is better because it stops card effects as well. So we got 1 Utopic Future, 1 Draco Future, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Giant Hand, 1 Full Armor Black Ray Lancer, 1 Double or Nothing, 1 Duregis, the Timeless. Oh, I'm running out of breath. 1 Self-Cracked, 1 Utopic Sage. I put Utopic Sage to extend the level 4 summoning method and for me to consistently go in Draco whenever I want. But I gotta be careful to, like, if I'm locked into only water Xyz monsters, because if that's the case I can't summon Draco. But if it isn't the case, then I can. 1 Galaxy Photon Rare. 1 Leo Ray, 1 Arm Fortress, 1 Full Armor Crystal Zero Lancer, 1 Full Armor Dark Knight Lancer, and 1 Zeus. So this is the decks that I'm going to be using in the Wind and Water event. I'm going to say this real quickly, like, I don't expect to beat the event. Like, as a Synchro Duelist in terms of strength at a tier scale, I would say I'm gold rank at best. You know, like I said, I had the Synchro deck first year Master Duel, but I couldn't, when Plat was the highest rank, I couldn't get out of gold with the Synchro deck because it bricks too much. And then when I do have gas, I get maxied or I get nibbed. And then I couldn't get past gold 2. And then when Diamond rank came out, and Diamond was the highest rank, I still couldn't get out of gold with the Synchro deck, right? I can't remember if the clip that I have, you know, 500 views is clips of me in gold rank, or if it's a clip of me in plat dueling with the deck. But like I said, I'm not the strongest Synchro player. I can do the combo, but if my combo gets interrupted, I won't really know how to still extend to get full board, or you know, just put something gay on the field where it can give me game advantage. But in terms of Xyz, I'm very powerful with Xyz. I understand the layout, I understand the combos. I can do any Xyz. I'm more of an Xyz player than anything, and I don't really have an issue building an Xyz deck. Synchros is just like probably the worst summoning method unless you're using Sentron, which makes it easier for you, or you're using what's that other one called? I forgot what it's called. There's a couple easier decks with the summoning method to summon your boss Synchro monsters with a limited board. You know, like the Turia Horus and Sword Soul. You know what I mean? Like, those are the 3 decks that is the easiest way to summon shit. You know, actual Synchro deck, combo deck, like Yusei's deck, like, I'm not gonna say it does take an extreme amount of skill, because the best Synchro players that get their Synchro decks to Diamond rank and they get them to Plat 1 and shit, if they get interrupted, they can still do full board. Like, it does not stop them from doing full board. They get nibbed, they can play through nib. They can play through all. I just can't. I'm not as gifted as them, but I have some good decks. I want to test it out in an event, and we're going to see how far we can get. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to give it my best, and I've been practicing today, so I'm not going to really stream today. I'm going to save it for like the weekend. But this Friday and this Saturday is going to be quite weird. I might have to stream early on Saturday because my friend is taking me to a club. But other than that, Friday I'm going to be unsure. Maybe I can stream, but it depends, because I'm pretty sure we're going to this lounge or whatever, like this pub. So we're probably going to go like late at night and shit. So it is what it is. But I love you guys. Never give up. Always challenge yourself. Always try to use different shit. You know what I mean? Because we're all fans of the game. We're all fans of the nostalgia. So all I can say is these are my decks. I'm going to kick a lot of ass. I hope my board is good enough. I hope my deck's good enough, and we just go and see, baby. So I'll see you guys when I see you. This is cheesemo signing out. Catch you later.